Hello everyone, welcome to MSFD webcast. In this video, we are going to see the steps on how to change default remote desktop port in Windows Server 2019. We will also see the steps to create firewall rules to allow traffic pass through Windows firewall to the custom remote desktop port. Remote desktop protocol provides a user with a graphical interface to connect to another computer over the network connection. If your system has a remote desktop enabled, it is listening for connections on TCP port 3389. We can change that listening port on Windows computers by modifying the registry address. When choosing a non-standard RDP port, please note that it is not recommended to use port 1 to 1023, which is known ports, and dynamic RPC port range 49152 to 65535. In this video, we want to change the port of remote desktop protocol to 5045. For this demo, we are using the test lab created in VirtualBox. This is a Windows Server 2019 virtual machine with the name WS2K19-SRV01, and the assigned IP address to this server is 172.18.72.6. First, I'm going to open command prompt, and for that I'm going to press Windows R key combination, type CMD and press enter key. At command prompt, I'm going to type command netstate-n. Let's press enter key. Here we can see TCP port 3389 is in a listening state. Let me minimize it. Now let's again press Windows R key combination and in run menu type regedit. Let's press enter key to open a registry editor console. Let me maximize it. We need to expand HK local machine. Let's expand it. Then after we need to expand system. Let's expand it. Then after we need to expand current control set. After that, expand control. Under control, we need to find key starting with terminal server. Let's scroll. Terminal server. Let's expand it. And under terminal server, we need to find key Win stations. Let's expand it. And under that, we need to click on RDP-TCP. Under RDP-TCP, we need to find the word parameter with the name port number. So let's scroll this one and let's look for port number. This is the one. Let's double click on it. Here we need to select decimal, and then after you can see the value data, it is 3389. This is the current port number for remote desktop service. So this parameter shows the port on which currently remote desktop service is listening, and by default it is running on port number 3389. Now change the value of this parameter and enter the port number which you want to assign to remote desktop services. In this example, I'm going to assign the port number 5045. Now I'm going to click on OK, confirm the change. Let's close registry editor console. Okay. If Windows Firewall is enabled on your computer, you will have to create a new rule that allows inbound connection to your new RDP port. And for that, we need to open a Windows Defender Firewall with advanced security. Let's press Windows R key combination, type wf.msa. Let's press enter key to open the Firewall Management Console. Let's right click on Inbound Rules. And here those predefined rules for remote desktops are already there, but which are for port number 3389. So I'm going to create new rule. Let's right click on Inbound Rules, select New Rule. From this list, I'm going to select a port rule that controls connection for a TCP or a UDP port. Click Next. It is going to be TCP. And under specified local port, we need to enter the port number which we have configured for RDP. In my case, it is going to be 5045. Click next. We want to allow the connection, and that is the default selection. Click next. In the profile menu, identify which network firewall profile you wish the rule to apply to. Leave all entries enabled for maximum access or uncheck public to prevent remote desktop connections on a public network. Click next to continue. Provide a name for this new firewall rule. Here I'm giving name custom RDP port TCP 5045. Now I'm going to click on finish to complete the wizard. Let's go to the top of the list, and here we can see that custom rule which we have created. Custom RDP port TCP 5045. I'm also want to block those RDP default rules. So let's select these three rules, right click on it and select disable. As currently we are not listening on TCP port number 3389. Fine. Now I'm going to close this console. Let me close server manager console as well, and let's close command prompt as well. We need to restart this server to apply the changes which we have made. Let's click on start button and click on restart. Click on continue. After reboot, let's again log into our Windows Server 2019. Let's use the credential of administrator. First of all, I'm going to open command prompt. So let's press Windows R key combination, type CMD and press enter key. At command prompt, I'm going to type command netstate-an. Let's press enter key. And this time, as you can see, instead of port number 3389, as you can see, TCP port number 5045 is in a listening mode. Now let's try to take remote desktop from other computer. Let me minimize it. We have one more Windows 10 virtual machine, and from this computer we want to connect to our Windows Server 2019 using RDP. Let's press Windows R key combination and type mstsc to open remote desktop client. To connect to our Windows Server via RDP, this time we have to specify the new RDP connection port in mstsc.exe client. Let's enter the IP address of our server, which is 172.168.72.6. Let's confirm that. Let's click on local server. Okay, the IP address is 172.168.72.6. Here we need to specify colon after the IP address, and then after we need to specify the custom port number which we have configured for RDP. If you just enter the IP address, that is going to use the default port number which is 3389. So in our case, we need to specify the IP address colon the port number 172.168.72.6 colon 5045, which is the custom port for RDP. Now let's click on connect. I don't know why, but it is saying that initiating remote connection. I think we are not able to connect to that port number 5045. Let's wait. Okay, we are getting message that remote desktop can't connect to the remote computer for one of the reason. Let's go to our server. And I'm going to open a Windows firewall to check the rules, because the port number is successfully changed, and that we can confirm from here. Let's click on inbound rules. Okay, I got that. This is our rule, but we haven't enabled that rule. So we need to manually enable this rule as well. Let's right click on our rule and select enable. Okay, let's double click on it. Custom port, let's click on program and service. Where is protocols and ports? Let's click on it. TCP and port number 5045. Fine. Now let's again go to the Windows 10 computer. Let's click on connect. And this time it is asking for login credential. Let me specify administrator. Enter the password and click on OK. As you can see, RDP connection is successful using the custom RDP port in Windows Server 2019. Let's accept the certificate. Perfect. Let's go to the command prompt. And here, this time, I'm going to run command nested-n to see the established connection. And here we can see we have one session from the foreign IP address or remote IP address 172.168.72.15, which is the IP address of a Windows 10 computer. And we have the session for port number 5045. The state is established. So we can see the established RDP session on this computer on custom port number 5045. That concludes the video on how to change the default remote desktop port in Windows Server 2019 with firewall rules. Thank you all for watching this video. Have a nice day.